What's up? I know it's been a while, but today I come to you with a story about my experience working on Type Reborn. Before you get mad, and before the Type Soul devs started banning me, I was just a contributor. I was after the bag, alright? I had nothing to do with the rug pull, with the exit scam, or nothing. Like, if you're gonna get mad at me, you gotta get mad at Setro too. It's not like I even had a decision. I was kind of just there. I made a few things. I'll probably show some of the things I made later in the video, but you have to understand, it was not done. I was waiting for a lot of things. It was not done, so don't cook me. The first thing I want to get into is they actually paid well. Like, most of the people in my server, they got paid pretty well. I kind of got fucked over in the end, because they had a channel to post what you made, and since I was a scripter, I was making the abilities, I had to wait for everyone else to be done, so in the end I didn't really get paid, so I kind of just got scammed. Because I didn't get paid at all, I was a little angry. I don't know about angry, I didn't care too much, but I was a little desperate. So the first thing I did is I DM'd Borger, who is like the main guy. He was the main one who like exposed everything. He got a lot of hate by the other devs, but to be honest, even if he was immature, he didn't want to rug pull, he didn't want to exit scam, so I give him props for that. I didn't get paid though, so if you're seeing this, hit me up. I still want that paycheck. But yeah, I DM'd him after the fact. Got completely egoed. I haven't received a cent, but I don't really mind too much. I put out my portfolio. It looks pretty good, gave it 40k players. As long as they don't think that the scams too much. Had nothing to do with that. I must reiterate that. So please don't ban me, Type Soul. I promise I'll behave from now on. I'll only make videos about your game. One of the most annoying things about that server was it was really unorganized. I don't know how they expected the contributors to get some, like, most of the stuff for the first, like, week. The server was just not organized. Like, they only had channels, they didn't have forums. So, like, someone would post that they need something, and then people would talk about other things in those channels, and they just wouldn't get done. You had to ping them, like, 40 times. It was such a mess. The server's deleted now, I wonder why. The actual devs, like, the devs on percent, I assume they had a group chat where they just, like, DM people, got stuff done a lot faster. But for the contributors, they did not care about us. 90% of the devs did not talk in there. The only 3 people that really talked was a guy named Josh. Josh was pretty cool. He was busy, though, so he wasn't there all the time, but he was, like, the main communicator out of all the devs. Sometimes Borger and another guy named Bite Key. He was also pretty cool. I didn't really talk to him that much. We were doing different things, but yeah, those 3. No, those 2. Ignore Borger. Borger's a little questionable, but I don't think he's a bad person. He's a little immature though. Most of the contributors there were also really cool. Like, Type Soul, if you ban the contributors, I think you shouldn't ban them, honestly. They were just after money. It's Roblox at the end of the day. They weren't doing any harm. They were just trying to live, survive, get a little money on the side. They were really cool. And I know you guys are probably going to be interested in some of the stuff I made. And to be honest, I had to redo it like 40 times. So the main thing I was working on was going to be a Nelliel Res. And the original iteration of this got completely scrapped. Like, when I had like 2 of the moves, the VFX and stuff were done, because it ended up being a little too goofy. Because originally, it was based off of Kid Now. I'll put the photo up. I'll put the video up if I can find it. But it ended up looking too goofy. So that idea got scrapped to go for something a little more serious, a little more cool, you know. Gotta appeal to those edgy 14-year-olds on Roblox. That's how you get your money. So yeah, a lot of my time kind of just got wasted there. We switched to a more serious approach, and at this point, things were starting to slow down. Like, the hype on the developer side kind of slowed down. Some people were taking a while to get stuff done. So the next iteration of the Nelliel Res just wasn't that far done. And I do have like 1 move that was just missing VFX. The other 2, I'll actually show what the moveset was supposed to be. I'll read it out to you. And this was most of the stuff that was planned. There was a little more, I think. We can actually go through all this. Let's go over what I was going to do first. My bad. The Z move was going to be called Great Charge. Basically, the user just ran forward and then stabbed them with their lance a bunch of times, and the final hit was going to, like, lift them into the air. This move was halfway done when everything fell apart. I had the VFX. I was getting the animation redone because someone kind of sold on the animation. It was not very good. But yeah. Now, X Blitzing Strike was actually the one I had nearly done. It's a little bit different than the description. I didn't have access to this. I had to tell someone to change it, so it took a bit. And yeah, this was a cool move. I'll put up screen right now. As you can see, it was unfinished. But the back end, if you know what that means, like the scripting, like the hit detection, like the geeky stuff, like you would say, that was all there. So most of the move was done, which is pretty annoying. Didn't get paid for it, not a cent. The server collapsed before I put out my game pass for Borger to buy, because Borger did pay as many people as he could before he left, before he got like kicked, I assume. They didn't really tell us anything. They were just like, stop all development for now, and then everything fell apart like a day later. It was very bad. In hindsight, I probably should have just posted it anyway, but I held out hope. Kind of now. On to the next move. There was going to be 2 full res variants for the moves, but they're going to run forward, like stab them with their lance, and do a little slam on them. Honestly, just read the other one. This was going to be like a projectile, sort of like the Vamp Res, the thingy on it, except it was going to be more powerful, a little less AoE, and yeah, it was based off. I'll show you what it was based off. Here's a little clip of it. There you go. Pretty cool. Okay. Now these, the rest of these weren't made by me, obviously. I'm not doing all this. But we can actually go over the rest of them, because I bet you guys were pretty interested to see what they were going to do. And actually, let's start with like the main thing they were sneaking, the Renji Shikai. And the moveset is not on here, so never mind. This is a little less written out, because I wrote the stuff for the Nelliel Res. Kind of put some effort into it. This one was just like an idea, I guess. One was, the Z was just going to be like a ground smash, like an AoE move. It was cool. If I can find the clips, I'll put them up on screen. The second move, Reiatsu Suck. They pull in they pull in who they're fighting, they take some Ryatsu, and they throw them out. This move was pretty far done. Just honestly, just a little bit of polish before it was done. It had like almost all the stuff for it. And 3, something like Berserk, pretty much just Berserk move, and yeah. And here are some of the passes that he had planned for it. Basically, this goes into his 3rd move, just gives him more damage. When he grips a Soul Reaper, he gets 5% damage. When he grips a Quincy, he gets 5% Ray regen. And leaving combat gets rid of it. And let's see what the video is. All Yami special moves, Brave Souls. Yeah, I'm not watching that. Res. The Res made, this is literally just Berserk, but for in a wrong card pretty much. You get bigger. You get bigger every single time you hit someone. You get an evasive. It's literally just Berserk, but for wrong cards. Size 200%. You get more KRO in Segunda. Segunda Rage, you get more damage. The X changes. Yeah. Partial Res movement. These actually never got done, so I'm not sure what the plan for these were. You can read them if you want, because these aren't the ones being made. This partial res moveset, so I'm not really sure. It might be... On to the next thing. Tozen Shikai. The bug shit. I don't think anyone cares. If you really care, you can just read this, bro. This is one of the things planned. It wasn't very far done, as far as I remember. The Yamamoto Shikai was supposed to come out, which unfortunately never did. I don't think I have any clips of this. As you can see, the moveset was actually pretty cool. It wasn't going to be a fire rework, it was going to be an entirely different thing. So, Z, you were going to engulf your blade in flames and launch out a beam of fire. And it was going to be cool. Yeah, like, if you read all of these, the C was going to be a grab move with, like, 2 different versions, like ice, as it says here. And the Bankai, like, look at all this stuff planned. Like, all this stuff that's never going to be ever seen again because Reborn just got nuked off the planet. Antithesis was planned, no moveset listed. Zombie, this was done. Like, all of the moves were done, as far as I know. This is a rework. I know the actual version is in Type, but yeah. Oh my god, this is so unfortunate. Like, obviously, I don't want to be here forever, so I can't say this. Like, I'm not gonna read all this, but if you want to read it, this was all the stuff that was planned for it. And all of the moves were done, which is so unfortunate. Josh made this, it was cool. Someone said they made the moves in like a day, which is crazy. These were planned bosses. Pretty normal moveset. I mean, they're just normal hollows. Once again, never gonna see the light of day. And here's some of the stuff that they had planned. Oh, Fullbringers. Oh wow, look at that. A whole lot of nothing. To be honest, I don't know what they were doing for Fullbringers. They had like barely anything done as far as I could tell. They weren't very communicative with us. So, not gonna lie, the game was not coming out when they said it was. They were supposed to have dungeons, new progression, which, as far as I know, also didn't really get started all that much. Weapon crafting system, I knew nothing about that. So basically, the game was not that far done, to be honest. And yeah, I don't know how you're gonna feel about that. You're gonna be like, oh wow, this game really was a scam. Yeah, in the end it was, but the people working on it, most of them, did not expect it to be a scam. As you can see by all this stuff, there was actual effort put into the game. If it was just a scam, they wouldn't go through the motions of making all this stuff. And it's so unfortunate because all these people who actually enjoyed making stuff actually wanted to make a cool game. Even if they just wanted to make money, they actually just want to make cool stuff to get money. It's never going to be used. It's just never going to see the light of day. It's honestly so unfortunate. Type Soul, if you see this, hit me up. I'll gladly work for your game. Like, look at this. Pretty cool, man, right? Anyway. So, honestly, this is probably around the end of the video, because I went over most of the stuff that they had planned. In the end, I didn't get paid. Kind of unfortunate. I don't know if I already said this, but I messaged Borger. I got egoed. I went in Balboa's server. I was like, can you pay me, please? Please, because you a scam? Or he was part of it. I don't know. I don't really care if you blame him. But I was like that. He responded with like a gif of someone like putting their hand on their shoulder. And I asked Setra, and he's like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Then I asked him for a job, and he said, and I got egoed, so. But I don't think they're gonna hire me. I don't think they like me there. I don't think they like me very much. Yeah. But to be honest, that's probably all. I know this video is kind of yappy. If you liked that just kind of talking style with like just explaining things that I do about Roblox games, I guess I'll do more. This video shouldn't be too long, probably like 10 minutes. A lot of this is gonna get cut. But if you like the video, if you like seeing the insight into this, it's probably not something that's gonna happen very often, but make sure to like and subscribe. I'll try to make videos a little more often, but I won't get your hopes up. Anyway, see ya.